Do. And you're live. Oh, there's no words on it. To play us out, what does that mean? To end the show? To play us out. All right, there's no words on it. And thing sucks. Day trading stinks. No, actually, these last 2 days have been the what would I call these 2 days? A test in patience, my friends. Why? Uber was great. As soon as I got stopped out at $40.25, holding stocks mostly do stink, except for my stock right now. Space. Replay that again. Check YouTube. I'm on. I'll say hi. Go. Hi. Sup, Jake Wilson. Sup, Luke. Let's talk about what happened today, y'all. Did you guys make it to the room? I'll get out the new invites. You know what it is? I'm not going to be here tomorrow. I might not be here Thursday. I don't like inviting new people unless I'm going to be there in the morning. So for you new guys, I'll get you invites out Wednesday night. I'll be here Thursday. I have a weed meeting. Well, yeah, we all loved Uber. We all loved Uber at $32.50, but, didn't hold it into the number. Well, you had enough action, But the action today on Hasbro was what I want to talk about, and AMKR. I want to thank the guy that mentioned AMKR, and I said to you that I guarantee no matter what, it'll be a short tomorrow. Why? Because I short gap ups. I'm a reversionary VWAP trader. Just like when I'm looking at Lyft right now, it's going to be a buy tomorrow. The lower it goes in the aftermarket, the better a chance you're going to be buying it the next day because you have more of a chance of a reversionary trade. You're just waiting for the bottom to form, and then you get involved. And just like you're waiting for a top to form on AMKR today, and then you short it. But the real true reversal was Hasbro. Opened up, immediately started tanking, missed the first 3 or 4 points, but then it paused at 106, tried to bounce, broke 106, and we nailed it. 106, covered 105, 104.50. Then it kept going, shorted again at 102. That was the annoying part of the day, and that's where patience paid off because I shorted this thing at around 102, and I held it for 6.5 hours because it never went back above our price. So boring is not a reason to get out of a trade. Boring is why most people lose money. You get bored, and then you're immediately defaulting and thinking, this is just not going to work out. Boring is not a reason to get out of the trade. You're just consolidating. You have levels, put them on, and stick to them. Like, for instance, today I shorted Hasbro. Right? I want to talk to Samson. Abracadabra. B. Abracadabra G. What was I going to say? Oh, Nike. I want to show you the trade it wasn't a money maker to the extreme where it could have been, but the Nike short. Now, the reason I want you guys to come to the room every day so I can just show it to you what I'm talking about. It's a lot easier for me just sitting here and talking about it, right? By the way, this Lyft is looking good. And Bed Bath & Beyond is not looking good anymore. Wow. Thank God I don't own that stock anymore. Oh, also to the guy that insulted my mother about Bed Bath & Beyond when I said your dumb stock's probably going to be exactly where you bought it a year and a half later. We're a year in. We're almost a year in now. And the stock's basically still 12.5, right? So you better take that insulting comment about my mom back. Well, it hasn't been a year already. Yeah, we're both right at this point. Where has it been? Has it been a year yet? Nah. Nah. When was that news? Oh no, you got it. It's 6 months ago. If this thing goes back to $11.70, I win. Anyway, I don't care about Bed Bath and Beyond. I want to talk about this Nike trade and the whole essence of piecing out. Not like peace out, bro, but selling out of your position in increments, whether you're right or wrong. Right? Speaking of right or wrong, I want to.
The mansion is warm at the top of the hill. Rich are the rooms in the comfort stay. Red are the...
Sorry, I was just getting down to some doors before. Speaking of right or wrong, you could be right and you could be wrong in the same trade. You could be wrong and then you could be right on the same trade. So with the Nike, we shorted the stock at 100 spot 10, so $100.10. And our stop was 125, but then our next stop was 149. We got stopped out of one lot, but then we had another stop at a higher level, and we never got stopped out of that. And that last lot rolled over and made up for the money we lost on the first lot, and we turned what was looking like a negative trade. Captain. Yes, come to the bridge. Scotty, what's up? I'm on. You coming home? You need anything important? I'll call you back in 6 minutes. Now you're going to have to remind me what I was talking about. Oh, piecing out of your trade. Nike is a perfect example of why you should not get in or out. So you can get in. In usually your entry is where you want to be. It's the exits that you should always scatter, whether the trade going with you or against you. Because listen, most of the time when you get out of a trade, what happens? It keeps on going, right? So you know that always happens. So don't get out of the entire position. It seems so easy, but most people don't do it because they think, all right, this is the price I want to get out. As I was taught as a young buck trader, getting out of your entire position means you're being arrogant, was the word that he used, my mentor. Why you're being arrogant about the trade. And I didn't understand until he explained it to me. That's why having a mentor is really important if you're going to survive in this industry. He explained, Kenny, you're being arrogant about the trade because if you're getting out of the entire position at 52.40, you're basically saying that is going to be the best price you're going to get all day. How often is that price ever the best price you're going to get all day? You're being arrogant about the trade. And from that point on, I saw the light. Sometimes you feel like, you should dump the whole thing if something's really tanking. There's always an exception to every rule. But the standard rules that we teach in the wonderful world of the hit the bid, Warlock, Solid Jello, Minotaur. Now we've got the 8-ball back. The room's growing every day. What we teach is basically what you should usually do. There's always exceptions to the rule. We're in a fluid market. You never know what's going to happen. Sometimes you got to break the rules a little bit in case of an emergency. But if you stick to the rules and stay disciplined, most of the time you're going to come out ahead. Also because you could have a trade that works every time you trade it. And Hasbro and AMKR were two more. Hasbro was the true reversal, the 1-minute multi-day VWAP earnings reversal that I love so much, and it worked again. Now that's 32 in a row. Right? And AMKR was just a range break VWAP. It never got to the full reversal point, but still an earnings play that did what we like to see it do, and it worked. So, but not an official earnings reversal, because the earnings reversal is when you actually reverse the entire direction of the stock for the day. So yeah. So 2 more comments on what I want to tell you about what this market right now, right? The story of the market right now is one of I would say, not concern, because we're never concerned if the UVXY is still red, right? But moments of concern is what we're seeing right now. Obviously, the market never goes down. We all know that. It's attempting to try to go down, and it keeps failing. Never goes down. Inevitably, there will be a 3-day sell-off. I believe it's going to happen in the first. I won't give you an exact date and time like I did once before, but if you force me, okay, I will. I'll give you the exact date and time that the market's going to sell off. April 8th at 12:15, you're going to start seeing some selling, and it's going to last for 3 days, and it's going to be freaking glorious. April 8th, 12:15, I want you out of the market, all right? But we'll see where we are around that time. April 8th, 12:15, it's the end of the bull market as we know it. April 8th, 12:15. See? He knows what I'm talking about. Forgot what I was going to say up to that point now, but does it really matter? I don't even know anymore. Oh, the moments of concern. You got Microsoft, our second favorite stock on the face of the earth. We're sitting there ready to count that money on our way to 192.50, right? That was our next target to sell some. 192.50. No reason to think we weren't going to 192.50. Ripping, gapping, loving it. Everybody wants in on Microsoft. And then suddenly Microsoft does the inexplicable. I mean, what the hell was that? The stock actually went down. I mean, what happened? Microsoft, the stock of stocks, the king of, not the king, but I guess you could call it the queen, or third Secretary of State of the market. Freaking awesome stock. Suddenly just profit taking ensues. You figure it's just a momentary thing, rallies back to the VWAP. You think, here we go. And it rolls over and it dies. And then you got another juggernaut, Disney, doing the same exact thing. So now you got the Tesla blow off top, the ridiculous Tesla move, blow off top, Microsoft, Disney, UVXY finally stopped going down, and the market actually we had kind of a flat day today. This moment right here is your first warning sign that maybe we're actually about to have a sell-off that could last more than 2 or 3 hours. Now, if we shake it off tomorrow, it voids out all of what I just said. Market takes off again tomorrow. We break back over the QQQs over 234. We're off to the races. But we're starting to see some, as they say, kinks in the armor. Today was very, very telling. But today will mean absolutely nothing if we don't get any follow-through in the next couple of days. That's it. Right now, still, earnings reversal is phenomenal. We had another decent day, better than yesterday. You know, Hasbro, for me, was the whole day. Shorted Hasbro 3 times. That's my day's pay. Shorted Nike. I told you the Nike story. Got stopped out, but that last lot made me my money back. I actually traded Overstock flat, lost a little bit of money on it because I like when garbage stocks start to move, because that's where you get those massive short squeezes. There was about 40 billion shares for sale at $9, and usually that's a spoof. This time it was legit. There was a guy looking to sell 1 billion shares at $9, and I didn't believe him because I'm now I'm convinced that those huge numbers on the offer or the bid are usually opposite indicators. This time it turned out to be real, and it sold off. I lost money on that. Pinterest just sucked, and I still got the Twitter, and that stinks too. But space kicking ass. I cut down the position holdings, and soon it's back. It's basically going to be back to space, as my only holding. So what I'm doing is I'm selling the stock. I'm buying the leaps, $20 calls for 6, and I'm selling the $35 calls for 3 and change. So basically risking 3 points to make about 12 or 13, because I think the stock easily gets to $35. But again, excuse me, depending on your time frame, that's where it all comes down to. But I was kind of surprised it did get 22.50 today. If you break 22.28 tomorrow, it's going to be momentum all over again. You probably want to buy it again. But right now, any price, obviously you want to buy it on a pullback, but unless a pullback becomes a true sell-off. So for me, if you're short-term minded on the space and you don't want to hang on to it, 1990 is a big spot. Okay. So you got some room, you got 2 points, but 1990, little danger zone right there. Don't really want to see it getting back under that 20 and that 1990. If you have a little bit more patience and you're a little bit more risk tolerant, you could give it to the $19.15, but that's the real danger zone between the 19 and the 20. You hate to see that thing rolling back through that. So that's that. All right. Good luck if you still got any of that stuff on. Join us in the room. I'll get the passwords and the usernames out on Wednesday if you were waiting for it. I didn't want to send them out in the middle of the day today because I wasn't going to be there tomorrow. I'll be back Thursday morning. What else was there? Anything super exciting? INSG, we missed that one. U.S. Steel actually is putting in a slight little bottom. Funko finally bounced today. What else was there? Interesting. We sold the Teva. I'll do it again. Yeah, I'll do it again Thursday. Sold the Teva Pharmaceuticals. That one I want you to let you know. Teva Pharmaceuticals is reporting tomorrow morning. There's no way in hell I'm going into the report with the stock. We got the 1250. We won, right? Sold the calls. The calls really didn't do too much because we overpaid for them. Wound up getting out pretty much flat on the calls, but we made some money on the stock. Don't own the Teva. They're reporting tomorrow, so we'll revisit that the next time we speak. I'm sure it'll be, a 5 or 6% up or down from where we are looking at it right now. All right. Good luck. Don't do anything silly. And I'm just I'm not warning you of any imminent crash. I'm just saying the Tesla, Disney, and Facebook moves were a tell. But we're missing the main ingredient, the VIX. We're not selling off without the VIX going up. We're not selling off without UVXY rally or TVIX or whatever VIX product, awful VIX product you watch. This market's not going down unless the UVXY starts to rally. So we're seeing signs of some running out of steam, but for us to actually go down, you need some VIX on the upward momentum. All right. Oh, also, Rite Aid blows, and that's going to be a loss too. All right. I'll see you. And if Sanglucci, if you're watching this video again, I don't think I was insulting Sanglucci. I was just reiterating the story that he told on YouTube. But I was just saying, if you got $800,000 to blow, I could put it to some good use if you're feeling generous. All right. You guys have a good night, and that's it. Oh, we had another game-winning shot at another buzzer beater. You believe that? Did I tell you that, guys, yet? My son hit the buzzer beater last week. So last night, he had an assist on the buzzer beater. So that was pretty cool. So 2 buzzer beaters in a row is pretty exciting. Oh, also, I don't know if I asked you guys this, but we've narrowed our schools down. So if anybody's been to James Madison University, I'd like to pick your brain. If anybody's been to the University of Delaware, I'd like to pick your brain a little bit. And if anybody's been to, we got Penn State, but I think we're kind of lightly scratching Penn State off the list. We got our 2 go-to right now are. We got James Madison in Virginia, and University of Delaware is my son's go-to school. So if anybody has any info that you'd like to share with me, I'd like to know a little bit about both of those schools. All right. And isn't it crazy? I am going to have a son in college. It's unbelievable. You guys have seen my kids grow up right behind me. One of them's going away to college in 18 months. Just nuts. All right. See you guys Thursday morning. Take care.